What's up guys, it's Victoria from Under Victoria's Spell, and in today's video I'm going to be talking about my April TBR. I feel like I'm going to say this every single month, but I cannot believe that it is already April. I am so excited about all the books that I plan to read in the month of April, and I only have a few to talk about today because I've been in a little bit of a slump, so I'm trying to make it smaller so that my mood reading can kind of fit in some more books as well. So I'm gonna hop right into it. The first book that I'm gonna talk about is The Fae Princess by Nikki St. Croix. I am so excited that this book has finally came out. It's the last book in the Lost Boys series. This is the conclusion to this fantasy Peter Pan retelling, and I'm excited to kind of see how it's going to end, where each of these characters are going to finish their story, hopefully getting a happy ending. So I'm very much looking forward to it. If you have not read this series, it follows a girl named Wendy and Hook and the Lost Boys, and it's this beautiful fantasy world where they are in war with the Fae and other pirates, and it is just such a fun fantasy. It's a poly romance. It's Wachu's reverse harem. They get down and dirty, and it is so good. I'm excited to see the conclusion of this story because the end kind of really set it up for a big epic battle scene to go down in this last book. So cannot wait to get to this in the month of April. And the next book that I'm going to talk about is my buddy read that I do with Erica and Autumn. I'll link their channels down below. Make sure to go check them out. And it was Autumn's pick this month, and it is called When the Ashes Fall by Marnie Mann. I have personally never heard of this author, but I'm always down to try a new author. And I believe it's like a little bit of a love triangle. I'm excited to try this new author and get to read this with my besties here on BookTube. So I'm very excited. I honestly don't know that much about it, but honestly, sometimes a little mystery is always good. But yes, cannot wait to get to this one in the month of April. I'm ready for an angsty good time. I want my heart to be shattered, obviously. And the next book that I'm hoping to pick up is The Crown of Oaths and Curses. This was actually supposed to come out last month, but it got pushed to this month, and it's J. Bree's new fantasy. I cannot wait to dive into a new fantasy world with J. Bree. I love her writing, I love her romances, and I've read the 2 prequel novellas, so it's really setting up the angst. It's going to be dealing with fairies and witches and just political and drama and angst and mates, and I cannot wait to fall in love with this new series. The cover is stunning. I really feel like because I read these prequel novellas that I have built sort of a connection with these characters. I'm very intrigued to see where their stories are gonna go and how everything's gonna get kind of worked out, because if you've read their prequels, there's both like really big storylines, and you want to know what has happened to these people and why it's such a devastation in their world and their families right now. So I cannot wait to get to this one this month and start a new series with J. Bree. And the next book that I plan on reading in the month of April is Reckless Memories by Catherine Cowles. This is the new series that I'm starting by her. I honestly don't know a lot about it. I know it's small town romance. It's going to have that romantic suspense. I believe they grew up together or they were childhood friends, and now he's kind of like back in town, but I cannot wait to dive into a new Catherine Cowles series. She is just one of those authors that you can really binge and just enjoy her books no matter what, even if sometimes the suspense part is a little far-fetched. I'm just so here for it. I'm a big true crime fan, so if I can get true crime with, you know, some romance and some angst, I'm gonna absolutely love it. Cannot wait to dive into the series and continue reading Catherine Cowles' backlist. And the last book that I plan to pick up in the month of April is Stolen Heir by Sophie Lark. This is transferring over from my March TBR because I didn't get to it and I definitely wanted to. And this is another mafia romance. I know this is a lot of people's favorite romance of this series. Erica from Erica Reads Books, she said this was one of her favorites, so I have to read it. And you really get a glimpse of our heroine in book 1, and I'm very intrigued to see how her story is going to work out. And that's all that I have for today's video, guys. Thank you all so much for watching. I look forward to all the books that I plan on reading in the month of April. I can't wait to hear what you guys are reading. Let me know down below, and I will see you all in next week's video. Bye.